Hey, it's Bone Fist, Peterborough's first real superhero, and this is the 5th installment in our How to Be an RLSH series. In this video, we're going to be going into the different phone apps that an RLSH might use in their different mission types. Some of the bare bones stuff, of course, is your notes, your voice memos, and your camera. Use all this to log evidence in different ways, sound, pictures, and just you writing down information, logging all that stuff, recording it for possible use later, and for strategizing, in different ways, crime mapping and stuff like that. Some of the other bare bones stuff is probably a flashlight. The flashlight is a very useful tool, especially for an RLSH, lighting up darkness, using it to call attention. Obviously, your phone's camera uses your flashlight to be a flash, so you can get better evidence with that. Very useful tool. Weather apps can be very good, so you can determine what kind of layers or what kind of armor or stuff you're going to wear on patrol or whatever mission you're doing. If it's obviously super hot, don't go out wearing 8 layers of armor and different stuff because you're going to have a heat stroke. You want to plan ahead. That's the bare bones stuff. Some of the more advanced stuff that you'll actually download that won't just come on a phone is some crime maps, police scanner feeds, stuff like that, to gather more information, build your own crime map, or have an idea of where emergencies are going on, what kind of crimes are happening, and where. News, obviously, news apps are very important. Your local news or just kind of larger news for gathering ideas of what's going on in your area or on a larger scale is definitely helpful for, of course, gathering information and knowing what's going on. Some of the other stuff that it's more advanced is personal alarms or panic buttons. Personal alarm makes a high decibel sound, and I usually carry one with me on my patrols or even when I'm not on patrol in my normal stuff. But it's a little tool, it plays a high decibel sound when you hit a button or pull something on it, and it will obviously deter criminals or call attention to whatever's going on, so you can if you're in a situation or you need help in a situation, you can call attention quickly and loudly. Obviously it's a pretty definitive sound, but you can get other sound making apps that are similar, siren apps and stuff like that, if you need to call attention to something similar to a personal alarm. Panic buttons, you can use stuff like that to call specific things. Hit a button and call a crew member, or hit a button and call the specific branch of your local police department, or 911, or just that quickly, and that can be an effective tool as well. Some of the other stuff that can be useful is getting like a text app that uses Wi-Fi to and usually gives you a new number that you can use for texting or calling as long as you have Wi-Fi, so that way you can make anonymous calls a bit more easier, stuff like that. VPNs can obviously be useful for going into stuff. You don't want to be researched or anyone looking at your information. That can also be very helpful. Some of the other stuff, it could be fitness or health apps to help you grow as an RLSH. Log your fitness or learn fitness tips and stuff like that, as well as medical apps, to learn medical information and to possibly what to do in scary situations or something you might not know what to do. Learn information, of course. Researching is very important. That leads me to kind of social media and YouTube, as well as kind of Discord a bit. Can be very helpful for connecting with RLSH and kind of promoting your image. Never do it in vain. Don't kind of be egotistical about it. We're trying to spread our message and kind of promote ourselves to show off the steps to become a better RLSH and what we're kind of doing in the community. And of course, it can help you to kind of build a trust if you're seen doing a lot of stuff on your social medias, YouTube, that are benefiting the community. Then it'll look good on you, and hopefully your community might be a bit more accepting of what you're doing if they weren't in the first place. Some of the other good stuff might be eBay or Amazon, maybe Wish, stuff like that, to purchase different equipment that for a very cheap price, elbow pads, armor, tactical stuff, whatever you might be looking for, you can usually find online pretty cheap. and usually they're pretty decently quality. So go ahead and check that out for sure. That's a good place to find RLSH gear and equipment. If there's anything that I didn't think of, make sure to leave it in the comments. And if there's any apps that are made specifically for RLSH, because I don't know of any, make sure to also leave that in the comments if you can find any. Other than that, make sure to check out our other episodes in this series. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, show your support. Let's build a community. Bone Fist out.